Hello everyone, this is April, the artist behind InvokeArtSense. Today, it's a little different. I am showing my face for not the first time. The first time was actually in a video last year, but it's no longer on my channel. So this may be the first time that you're seeing my face. And I think that, well, after I got my hair cut, I'm presentable enough to show my face, I think. So I will be showing my face more often because I think that you can see my personality better instead of just seeing my hands. You know, my hands aren't that pretty. I think most artists' hands aren't that pretty, but at least mine aren't. So, but you can see my personality better, at least if you see my face some. You might see my face later in the video as well, but you're definitely going to see it in the intro. And today is a fun video because it is a collab with Dena Toffelson, or she is hosting an art challenge, and the art challenge is called Bluebird Art Challenge, and hashtag Bluebird Art Challenge. And you can find Dena Toffelson on YouTube. Her username is Dena Toffelson. Dena, I'll put her name right there and in the description. And she hosts challenges routinely, maybe every 2 to 3 months. And the last time I did a challenge was back last year, and it was a green gold challenge. So I haven't done her challenge in a while, but I will be doing her challenge this time. And this time, this challenge is centered around birds or blue. So let's take a look at my sketch. So this is my sketch. This is sketched on watercolor paper, 100% watercolor paper from Strathmore Ready Cut paper. I like that. It's easy and convenient, and it is 100% cotton, so it works with watercolor very well. And so if you look here, there's no birds at all. But if you look closely here, I sketched out a bird nest. I don't have to have the nest in this challenge because you can just use blue and that'll be good for the challenge, but I think that the nest adds a little bit of interest to this piece. I sketched this out actually last month. She first had cactuses and stuff, and then when I was thinking about this challenge, I really wanted to use this previous sketch I did that I never finished. So I just changed some things, changed her outfit, changed her hair, the nest in her hair to reflect the idea of the challenge. And I will also be doing like maybe little bird silhouettes in the background here with watercolor. And I will use a lot of soft blues in this piece to also reflect the challenge. And what watercolors am I gonna use? I will be using my Schmincke Horadam watercolors I got last month or the month before that, and I've used them a few times since that point. Maybe once, yeah. So this is probably the second time I'm using these here, and so I'm not going to use a whole palette, but I have 24 colors in this palette. We've got a lot of nice colors I can work with in this palette. I do love this palette, and I am going to, use, and I got the full pans 24 set, and I did an unboxing on my channel, and I'll link that in the description for if you are interested in that. If you see my face, expressions in my face throughout the video or some points of the video, and especially in the intro, I think brings more personality and connection to my work instead of just showing my hands. Who wants to see just my hands? I know it's easy. I could just tie my hair up. I could just, wear anything and just draw without showing my face. In the future, I will be showing my face more often, but not in every video, but I will be showing my face so you can, get to know me as an artist, get to know my personality. You can't see by just looking at my hands and listening to my voiceovers, my personality and my passion for my art that way. So you'll see more of me, more of my face in future videos. But let's get started on this video. I used my kneadable eraser first to erase almost all of it, but I still wanted a little bit of the graphite showing because that guides me and that helps me do the lining to the line art for this painting. And I use the Pebeo drawing gum, and I didn't have that footage. I actually lost most of that, but you saw the beginning of that. And I am mostly going with no skin tones at first. I almost went that route, just blue, magentas, and well, turquoise, cerulean, and magentas. And it ended up being mostly those colors in the end too. I was going with very soft blues, this palette. I mainly used, from this Schmincke palette, I use lemon yellow, cadmium yellow light, never touched indigo, and I used sepia brown at one point in the end for to mix with my other colors to do some line art, and for think for the eyes and some. I mix my browns and I mix my blacks. So I use the burnt sienna often in the mix with helio turquoise and the manganese violet. Violet was used often and mostly as a mixing color. And when I did the eyelashes, I'm figuring out my style, but I've been working on my figurative work figures a lot lately, and it kind of, I wanted the eyes to be dramatic, and I like this effect, but maybe next time I'll go with something more subtle next time. But yeah, just my hands, my hands aren't so delicate when it comes to doing lashes, even on my own makeup. So it ends up being that way. And so I put in the birds in the background. So I do have my bluebirds. So I have bluebirds, I have a bird's nest, and I have blue for this challenge. But you only are required to have one. And the Pebeo glue, not the glue, Pebeo drawing gum, I removed. It was the mid part of this process. I wanted to take it off early because I did the line art with the actual watercolor, not with microns or anything like that, but I have done that and I like that result too. But I wanted a soft, subtle approach for her, even though her eyes are actually very dramatic. And her hair, I use the different purples, turquoise purples, and the cerulean was mostly used for her dress. So she had the blue dress that matched the birds in the back. I used an assortment of brushes, cat tongues, round brushes, short ones, long ones, and then the smallest one was the Robert Simmons one, the sable brush hair that I recently got from my Daniel Smith watercolor box. And for this, on my thoughts for this piece is that I'm really liking this, and I'm going to continue doing figurative work. And I'm still going to be doing, some animals here and there, and but mostly I want to focus on figurative work. So this kind of like maybe a themed figure. So this one was themed with birds, a bird nest, and like my original thought for this piece, cactuses. So I will do a series of figurative ladies, but with different themes in the future. So be sure to stick around for that in the future. And if this is the first time that you are watching this video, don't forget to subscribe, like, and stay around for the future videos. And I also am doing unboxings. Yes, that's true. but I want to limit my unboxings to 1 or 2 a month. It's still probably going to be maybe I do 1 box for my dog, a bark box, so maybe 3 a month. But you will see more watercolor pieces in the future, like this one, because I like watercolor the best. I did lose one footage here as well where I was working on the line art part, the fine details. I'm sorry about that, but I think mostly you got the gist of this all, and I'm really happy with this piece. This piece is available in my Etsy shop. The original is available, and down the road I will have G-Clay prints of this available as well. So I appreciate anyone who's watching this. This is part of Dena Tollefson's collab. That's the Bluebird Art Challenge, hashtag Bluebird Art Challenge. There are a lot of people doing this challenge, and you should check them all out. And I will also be doing the same thing. Thank you for watching this video. Like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and see you next time for the next exciting video, Invokers. Goodbye, everyone.